This meeting is called to order. Thank you for being patient. We had some technical difficulties. This is the Southeast Delco School District Board Business Meeting of the School Board of Directors, Thursday, August 24th, 2023. We'll have a salute to the flag and a roll call. Please stand. Thank you. Mr. Butler, may I have a roll call, please?
Yes, you may, Madam President. Ms. Perry,
Present.
Mrs. Washington, Ms. Womack, excused. Ms. Woodfolk,
Present.
Dr. Hayward,
Present.
Ms. Harris Johnson,
Present.
Dr. Jack, excused. Mr. Fowler, excused. Ms. Monroe Whitsett,
Present.
Dr. Winder,
Present.
Mr. DiOrio,
Present.
Mr. Butler, present.
Thank you, Mr. Butler. At this time, I do not have any comments. I'll wait till the end of the meeting. Dr. Wana, is there a student board representative reported tonight?
That doesn't start until September.
Okay, great. Do you have your superintendent's report?
First, we're going to call Mr. Robinson. If he would come forward.
Good evening, everyone. To start off our school year, we had a community organization reach out to our school and supply our students with supplies, and then also that was to kick off the school year, and to also to bring a conclusion to the school year. The same organization treated our students for pretzels and water ice. And if you can see the very well-dressed folks in the audience tonight. All right, and I would like to call Ms. Mills to the microphone, please, and all of the members to the Eastern Stars organization, please. All right. Will you please give them a big, huge round of applause? Ms. Mills, please correct me if I have it right. Ms. Mills, Worthy, Matron, Prince Ada Chapter, number 95.
Princess Ada.
Princess Ada, all right. Chapter number 95, Deborah, Rand Chapter, Order of Eastern Stars. Incorporated. All right, thank you. Again, thank you for your contribution and your community partnership with Southeast Delco School District. Dr. Winder, as far as our school improvement plan, one of our big initiatives are community partnerships, and I thank you for that. You brought smiles to the kids of our faces and our teachers as well. And we greatly appreciate to start off the school year with you, and also to end the school year with a bang with your organization. So just wanted to say thank you. We all are familiar with the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child, and I thank you for being a symbol of that as far as our community partnership and working together. All right. Ms. Mills, would you like to say a couple words? Okay.
Good evening. On behalf of Princess Ada, Chapter number 95, we just want to thank Dr. Widener, especially Mr. Robinson. We really, truly had a nice time with the students at
Sharon Hill Elementary School. And without myself, you know, there is a team. And I was just the president of the team, but I could not have done this event without my team members, okay? So I'd like to acknowledge them, I love them, and truly work well together. And I'd like to continue this partnership. There is a new worthy matron now, her name is Ramona Dixon. We are having an event on Saturday, August the 26th. It is a book bag giveaway at 616 Sharon Avenue. I do have some flyers, and I will pass them out to the school board members and any of the residents of the community. We're going to be doing hot dogs and hamburgers and hot sausages and so forth. So we want to continue this relationship with the school district because we really believe that, you know, education is so important. And we also, in our chapter, we do have an education department, and I am part of that. And we give away book stipends at the end of the year. We're, you know, it depends on how much we raise and so forth. We're a small organization, but we love to give big. However, we really, truly want to see some of the children just see some smiles on their faces, you know, because we don't know what kind of background they come from. So, but again, on behalf of Princess Ada number 95, we want to thank you for this partnership. So, thank you, Mr.
As I mentioned, I made tribute to the proverb, takes a village to raise a child, and when I saw this picture, I thought of the connection of community. So Ms. Mills and the organization, this is for you. And once again, to make the theme for making a connection, the best memories are made together as far as our partnership and working together. Thank you again.
Again, thank you so very much. We appreciate you. Okay. Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah. Thank you.
Very nice, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
291, 1803.
Give them a second to get out.
You don't have to get permission from her. I see you.
Should I give the flyer? Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, yes.
Did you bring some of the back as well? Excuse me? Some on the back counter? The flyers.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's okay here? The cat in the back. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Your support.
Okay, our next presentation under the superintendent's report is going to come from Mrs. Amy Washington.
Good evening, all. I would just like to, on behalf of the Joner family and the Fall Cross Swim Club, I would like to thank the school district for their care and support they demonstrated while we were suffering the loss of our dear Ethan Joner. The amount of support that was shown was truly heartfelt and needed. So I just want to give a special shout out to a lot of names, just bear with me, please. Dr. Widener, Dr. Tapper, Dr. Lowry, Dr. Ryan, Mr. McDougall, Ms. Hope, Ms. Hudson, Mr. Baxter, Mr. Ramir, Ms. Alex Owner, Mr. Silva, Ms. Barbara Young, Ms. Judy Coffney, Marjorie Pozeska, Alex Harn, Tanya Latifa, and Laura, Mobile Crisis and Office of Behavioral Health, Ms. Leslie Douglas, Ms. Kay Bethia, Stephanie Freeman, Jessica Thomas, Megan Lazoit, Kennedy Wong, Paulette Brown, I believe I said that twice, Janine McDonald, Shalia DeShields, Caitlin Savage, Aaliyah Crumbar, Christiana Boyd, and Jessica Thomas. And anyone I have missed, I greatly appreciate. Not only did you guys provide services to our swim family and the Jonah family, you showed up for our community in a great time of need, and from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you.
Thank you. On Monday, August the 28th, 2023, at Academy Park High School will be our opening day at 8 a.m. The first day of school is Tuesday, September the 5th. The Kindergarten Center and Academy Park have transition schedules. This information has been shared. The Kindergarten Center on Tuesday, September 5th, will be boys only for the first day of school. On Wednesday, September the 6th, will be girls only. And then on Thursday, September the 7th, all students will attend. The Academy Park High School on September the 5th, from 7:35 to 2:15, will be ninth grade students. At that time, they will get their schedules. And on September the 6th, it will be all students, and 10 through 12 will receive their schedule. We are asking that both schools ensure that this information is posted on their website, as well as given to Mr. Jennings, so that it can be posted on the district website. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Winder. May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Second.
It has been properly moved in second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. May I have a motion to approve the minutes from July 27th, 2023, regular board business meeting?
So moved.
Second.
It has been properly moved and second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Are there any questions on the treasurer's report? Are there any questions on the bills? Seeing none, may I have a motion for the treasurer's report and the bills in the amount of $6,070,897.28.
So moved.
Second.
It has been properly moved and second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Sorry. There is no old business. New business. Are there any questions on new business, item A, education? Are there any questions on item B, finances? Are there any questions on item C, Human Resources? Are there any questions? There are no property or policy items. Are there any public comments regarding agenda items? Thank you, Dr. Winder. Let's go for the vote. May I have a motion on new business item A, education, numbers 1 through 10?
Madam President,
Yes, ma'am.
for number 6, for the ATSI, I like to abstain for number 6 under education.
Thank you, Mrs. Whitfield. May I have a motion to approve item A, education under new business, items 1 through 10?
So moved.
Second.
It has been properly moved and second. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Oh, I abstained number 6. I thought I did.
Yes. That motion passes. May I have a motion for finance item 1?
Motion.
Second.
It has been properly moved and second. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. May I have a motion for HR items 1 through 31?
So moved.
Second.
It has been properly moved in second. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Mrs. Woodfolk, do you have a report on the DCCC?
Madam President, no, I don't have a report at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Woodfolk. The Delaware County Intermediate Unit classes will begin for the technical students who are participating, whether it's, excuse me, whether it's AM or PM on September, I think it's the 12th? It's either the 5th or the 12th, but you should have received your letter of acceptance a month ago. So please make sure that you have that and you purchase your uniforms from the website. At this time, may I have Dr. Ryan, Parent-Student Advisory Committee report, please?
Good evening, everyone. Last Wednesday, we hosted 2 Parent-Student Advisory Committee meetings at Darby Township combined with Zoom. The topics discussed were the dress code for the school year for kids in K-12, back-to-school nights and where to find supplies and reading lists, a federal programs review, local community events, and we will most likely host our next Parent-Student Advisory Committee in either the late fall or early winter, which is what we've been doing over the past couple of years. The documents and the videos will be available on the district website for anybody who could not make it.
Thank you, Dr. Ryan. Mr. DiOrio, do you have a solicitor's report?
Not this evening, Madam Chairman.
Thank you. Dr. Winder, are there any administrative team updates?
Yes, I would like to give Mr. Lamar Alexander the opportunity to come to the podium to greet us. He is the new Assistant Principal / AD for Academy Park High School.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Again, I am Lamar Alexander. I am proud to be the new assistant principal at Academy Park High School. I'm actually in the community. I'm coming from the school district of Philadelphia, 7 years of administrative experience. So I'm super excited to be here with the team, bring a lot of energy. I'm proud to work with the other principals, and especially Principal Sharon, on incorporating some new things into Academy Park. So I'm looking forward, and I even have family who have graduated from Academy Park, so they're super excited to see me here, and I'm excited to work with you all, fellowship, and let's have an awesome school year. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. Comments from citizens regarding non-agenda items.
Patrick McGowan.
Thank you, Mr. McGowan. I just want to say this comment that comments are 3 minutes. You do not have to provide your home address, just your first and last name. Thank you.
Thank you. Patrick McGowan. Wanted to talk today about the summer assignments that were given to students to complete through the summertime. Kind of surprising that I did not know about this until last week, that there was actually going into the high school, that there were summer assignments. Now, in the past, it has been communicated out to the parents that there are summer assignments, either voluntary for extra credit. No communication was provided this school year saying that there were summer assignments. The only reason why I found out through happenstance of going on the website to look for an agenda for the special meeting that was not posted, by the way, on the website, and being out on the website, we came across the section for the summer assignments. A math packet that actually says on here, pace yourself, do a few problems every day or once a week, don't save it all for the day before school starts. I have a son who's going to 9th grade who is in special education. Do you know what it's going to be like for the next 2 weeks to try to get him to sit down, complete a very thick math packet, along with an independent summer enrichment assignment, and also now a 9th grade social studies summer assignment. I'm going to be very clear. I have no problem with summer assignments and work happening through the summer to help keep the students growing and not losing, the momentum of education. I do have a problem. I feel that this district has lacked effective communication. My wife will be talking more about things that we've uncovered in the communication, but I would like to know why this wasn't communicated out, that there was an actual summer assignment to do. Voluntary or not voluntary, it should have been communicated out. We have no Global Connect phone calls about it, no emails about it. It was only by happenstance that we came across it. And you want to tell me, oh, the principal over at Academy Park is gone? So sad, so sorry, that's not my problem. That's all your problems. Somebody should have made it their job to get it done. Especially you have 9th grade these 9th grade kids coming in. They're not familiar, so it's up to the parents to help foster that. Like I said, it was only by happenstance that we came across it. That being said, and I want to make sure I'm at my time, this also could have been taken care of during the ESY program that my son attended over at Academy Park. He was there. It was not any structured curriculum. Now, Dr. Tapper did call me, and we discussed some of my concerns, but I wanted to highlight something here. These packets could have been given out and said, hey guys, this is what we're going to work on to help bridge your gap through the summertime. Nothing. What my son did do, though, was shred documents that had student information from 2012 on it. Nowhere there was a communicate to me or my wife that my son will be doing manual labor for the school district for free. Can any of you explain to me why? And I would appreciate a follow-up, and be a phone call or an email. I'm not letting this one go. Thank you.
Madam President?
Yes, Ms. Whipple.
So how do we address this problem here? Are we going to allow the administration to give them a call to give them explanation of why the information wasn't out? Because I'm curious myself.
Yes, when they're gonna let the
Okay,
board know
well-
as well, they're gonna let the board know as well what was the follow-up.
Okay, all right, because like I said, I'm curious myself. That should have never happened. Thank you.
Because now I have to look on the website.
Wow, thank you. Thank you.
Michelle McGowan?
Michelle McGowan, almost said the address. It's just
Yes,
like-
no address, thank you. 3 minutes.
Okay, so in addition to the communication not being there for the summer homework, and I have no idea, I cannot speak for the other schools, I can speak for with Delcroft, there was a message on Class Dojo that was added on June 22nd. School ended June 13th. Anyone who was in 8th grade most likely deleted the app after June 13th because our kids were no longer in that school. So we got no information as a parent going into the high school that there was even anything going on. There was no introductory information sent to any of the parents who are 9th graders of here's what to expect. For the ESY program, we didn't get an email or anything saying, here's the first day of ESY, here's where your child is to report, here's what time it is. He missed the first 2 days of it, and they ended up calling us to see if he was still coming, and we were like, it started? We had no idea the program even started. So that's one thing. That's just personal part. I'm now talking outside of the personal part. No emails have been sent regarding any information to the APHS parents regarding this upcoming school year, what to expect. The website has nothing on any of the calendars for the school, and I checked each and every one of them. Every calendar is completely empty. We are 7 school or business days away from the start of school. Why is the website not current with all information? You guys just talked about the getting stuff together for VOTEC, or I think it was VOTEC, but about the uniforms and all that. That should be out there already. Parents have to plan. We did get a communication in a separate email from the principal over at AP, and in it he noted that on August 30th, there's a 9th grade orientation at 2:30 to 3 something on that day. There was not one email sent out to tell us that this was thing, and I wouldn't have known that had he not made a comment in an unrelated email. This is information, no kid is going to be there because no one knows this is happening. Our website has out-of-date information. No one can get information. You want parental support and help with the kids, we need information, and we need current information, and we need current information that can be found. The office hours for the superintendent, your office hours, no one can schedule office hours with you, because when we went on the form today, you can only schedule for December 2022. There is no dates available for 2023, and we looked, we tried.
Because they don't start till October, and we put it up when the school year starts in September, which is
That-
the same thing I did last year. I talked about it at Parent-Student Advisory, but the old one is still there, yeah.
I understand. The only reason that I say that is because at the last meeting last week, you said, if you need office hours, please schedule them online. But you didn't state they don't start until October.
I gave you the dates, and it's in the PowerPoint, each date and the day and the time.
Sitting in the audience, we can't see that up there.
But it's posted too if you go to Parent-Student Advisory.
That's if you go to the parent-student advisory. I'm talking about parents in general should be able to see this. It shouldn't be, I shouldn't have to go to you have an entire web section devoted to you. You have a link on that page devoted to you. Your information should be 100% up to date. this is not like an attack. I'm not trying to say that you're not doing anything wrong. I'm just simply saying, as far as communication goes, we have a website that is dangerously under-informing our public, and it's just going to cause problems with our schools. The same with the contact information for students and teachers. Or every year you guys send home all that paperwork for us to all fill out. We all get carpal tunnel filling out all those forms. Why are we not doing this online, where this information counts for all of the kids? Instead of having to sit there and fill out one for each individual one, we fill it out every single year. My information is never on it. Even though I put my information first, they call my husband. His information shows up. He gets the Global Connects. I'm trying to sign up, and no one will ever update this information. This has now been, since 2014, I have not been able to get a Global Connect. I have tried every single time. We have to wait for things to come in the mail. In 2023, why are we waiting for mail? 2023, we have a working website. Why are we waiting? Why are we not getting updated emails? So I just wanted to finish it up with, we have to update our technology. It needs to be updated. It is dangerously out of date.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Maria Jenkins?
Good evening, Maria Jenkins, Glen Olden, Pennsylvania. So my concern is more so with the school grounds that I observed this weekend at the first football game. The lack of care for the grounds that our students play on, I feel is unacceptable. The lack of proper equipment provided for our sports players, subpar. The condition that they're kept in, unkept, is unacceptable. The fact, you guys probably don't know, but people use the tennis court as a dog park. It was observed Saturday at the football game. Security and the president was notified, and they took immediate action to have the young lady removed from the courts with her dog. Today, I was on my lunch break dropping my son off to football practice. And it was a young lady, and just in case anyone didn't believe me, I did take pictures. It was a young lady out there with 2 huge dogs running up and down the court. So this isn't just an isolated event that happened Saturday. People are using the tennis court as a dog park. We need signs immediately to protect our children. It's very unsanitary. Again, visit the grounds of the school. The field needs some attention. The signs, the scoreboards, I'm not sure, it wasn't working Saturday. I'm not sure if it is working. But these students have games coming up. They're excited to hit the field. So with that being said, we should be a little more supportive in making sure that the things that they need, they have. If you guys need any assistance, you have my contact information. You can always reach out, and I will make myself available. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jenkins. So, the individual who Security had asked the individual to leave the first time, and she hid the dog. And then someone told me and Ms. Jenkins that she was back on the court. So Ms. Jenkins walked over there with me, and I told her next time she's on the court with her dog, she would be fine, and she immediately left the tennis courts. There is no signage, like, nothing is up there at all.
Well, Madam President, I don't think a sign is going to help anything. We have been discussing how we're going to maintain our grounds, and we haven't came up to a solution again.
So, another issue is we have citizens telling other citizens that they're allowed to walk their animals on the tennis courts and the football field. We try to leave it open so the community can use it. However, gonna have to be a decision if at some point in time, everything will have to be locked down. This was during a football game, so it was during a scrimmage game, so we're saying 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Yes, again, Madam President, I really don't care who said what, but my concern is how we gonna handle it. We've been saying that we was gonna handle or come to a solution again, and we never came up with a solution. So, I mean, when will the board get together? Because, like you said before, 2 meetings a month is not going to help us. So, I mean, we need to do more than what we're doing now.
Is there a recommendation from the board of what you would like to see happen with the 2 locations or any of our locations?
I am in agreement with locking it down for our students. It no longer being public access. That is my recommendation.
I mean, I understand what Ms. Washington is saying, but it's not fair for the other people in the community not able to use this. Again, the board needs to sit down and figure out what we need to do to stop this unsanitary stuff that's going on our property. I don't think we're going to do it tonight. But like I said, 2 meetings a month is not gonna change anything. Thank you.
Are there any other comments from board members?
My only statement is that it's a shame that you have a few people in the community who disrespect property they know that is not theirs. Now, it is open to the public for track, for them to run, to walk, to do exercise, and all of that to the public. They can use the tennis field and all of that. So if you have people, no matter where you live, there's always going to be people who are going to disrespect other people's property. We can put signs up, they're going to disregard it. Financially, we cannot afford to have security 24/7 to see that these people who disregard the grounds are escorted off or fined or whatever. It's just a shame now. And even to put up fences and all of that, I mean, all of this is an extra expense. It's just a shame that the community, some of the people in the community disrespect property that is not theirs. And because of that, other people who don't do that have to suffer for the consequences of a few. And that's all I have to say. It's a shame.
Ms. Harris Johnson, I agree with you 100%. I do agree with you, but you have people in this community that pays taxes, and they should be able to use that track whenever they want to use it. Again, that's why I said the board needs to sit down and try to figure out how we could protect our property. Because like I say, I agree with you 100%. It doesn't make any sense for people to ruin our property the way they do, but we can't stop our people who doesn't, not to use our facility.
Those taxpayers have property that they live in. Put the dogs on that property.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you on that too, but I'm saying that the ones that is not, using the property and doing wrong, I'm saying that they may want to use it, that pay, taxes. It's not, they are, keeping the property clean, and they shouldn't be punished for it. That's all I was saying.
And I agree with you.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. Thank you.
Oh, and the second thing is, Dr. Winder, I know we have a new AD now,
Yes.
Mr. Lamar. If he can check because they have a game again this Saturday at 3 o'clock. Can we make sure that the school board box is functioning and is charged?
We have done so, it is working, we tested it, and we should be ready to go.
Okay, great. And there's, we as a board would have to discuss further the property issue, figure out what you guys are gonna do about that. And then communication, when you get back to Mr. McGowan and Mrs. McGowan, if you just let the board know what the communication of the,
So Dr. Tapper spoke with Mr. McGowan on Tuesday? Yesterday, on Wednesday? About this very topic. So,
this was for board information, Mr. McGowan.
It was more for board information.
Okay.
However, I still think the board should be aware, not taking away from Ms. Tapper, about the manual. I do have a problem with the manual labor that was done and my child reading school records of other children.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
Madam President, well, can we get the information from Dr. Tapper of what was said to Mr. McGowan? Was it a verbal conversation that happened today?
it happened Wednesday.
It happened Wednesday?
Did Dr. Tapper follow up with you?
She said that they spoke and that it was about his program, but I'm not gonna.
Okay, so,
That's student
it's the student information, so they won't be able to be in the public. Ms. Woodfolk,
Say that again, I'm sorry.
it is student information, so it won't be in the public,
Okay,
so you will get information.
okay, thank you.
And then, I know we just hired a new, director of IT. So the website should be up and running.
Mr. Kitchen has been working with him, so some things we've been sending to Mr. Kitchen, because if you remember, the first week he was here, everything was knocked out, the internet was down, the fiber was torn. We had 3 days with no internet, 1 day with no electricity. So, welcome to Southeast Delco.
Welcome, Southeast Delco.
So we're playing catch-up.
Right, so can we just have it up to date before school starts?
That's been our plan. That was
Okay.
the conversation we had with them.
Okay,
So-
I just want to let the board members know.
Yeah, that was the conversation we had, that Mr. Kitchen left, ever since June 30th?
Yes.
Yes. So we didn't get a new person until last week. And it is more important for him to make sure the laptops and stuff are ready for the students. We had gotten, I want to say over 200 more laptops, was it? Or Chromebooks?
It was
Yeah,
more than that.
that they had to do,
It's $1 million.
as well as set up some other things. But we've already talked even in Senate, and I have an email that I sent to the administration to make sure before school starts, everything is up and running, but we have to prioritize.
Okay, thank you. Just please
So,
keep
wait
the
a
board,
But I do have a question. So Mr. Kitchen did leave on June the 30th. So what is the reason why the parents didn't get the information about the packets that the children were supposed to do during the summertime?
So, I know I saw an email from Dr. Lowry, back while school was in session, asking that the, information be sent. But anything outside of that, I would need to speak to some people first before I misspeak. Okay?
Well, yes. Can you inform the board so I would know? Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
are there any more comments or concerns? Seeing none, announcements of the future meetings. Committee of the Whole will be Thursday, September 21st, 2023 at 6 p.m. Board Business Meeting will be Thursday, September 28th, 2023 at 7 p.m. One more.
This announcement needs to be for everyone to know at once. At this time, I tender my resignation I would like to thank the board, the employees, families, and community at large for the opportunity to serve as the superintendent of the Southeast Delco, and best wishes to you and to this community. Thank you for all the opportunities that you've given me.
You're resigning?
Yes, ma'am.
What? You know, I'm going to say this. I've been on this board for over 12 years. And the last 4 years, this district has accomplished more than any of the 12 years that I've been here. And that's been under the leadership of Dr. Winder. And I think that I am very upset right now that she is resigning, because we are losing a good superintendent. The grades have gone up. There's different things that have happened in this district that we didn't have before. You have air conditioners in the schools, which have never been in there. All of these things and other things have come under her. Now she's resigning. It's horrible that she has to make this decision at a time like this.
Well, I don't think the board or anybody else have anything to do with this. I mean, that was her decision.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes.
Oh, well.
The community in which we stand in has been a witch hunt for the last 2 years. There has been a witch hunt effort. But here we are.
People.
Hello, so
people,
board
a
members.
house divided against itself will not stand. A house divided itself will not stand. For the sake of our children, all this nonsense needs to stop. And people need to put the children first. Period. And everyone needs to check themselves and act professional, as I have done through so much the last year. That's all I ask you on my way out as the next person is coming in. Work together for the sake of the community and the children. Thank you.
Okay, did I say the meeting days?
Yeah, you did.
Did I say the?
You did. Adjourn, honey.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Can I get a motion to adjourn this meeting?
Motion. Second.
You can't second the motion here.
Okay.
Thank you. It's been properly moved in second. Are any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? This meeting has adjourned.